If I asked you, what is your favorite sports game of all time, what would you say? You might say, well, I really loved the NBA Street games with my friends back in the day. Or you could say, I really loved Madden 11 because it was the last authentic feeling Madden game. If you love FIFA, maybe FIFA 15 because of its immersive gameplay. Chances are, you're not going to say any sports game made by a big company in the last 5 years, with the exception of MLB The Show.
But why do we need him?
This job gets very stressful, Mr. Krabs.
All right, get lost, all of you. You're fired. Go on, scram. Get out of here, you moochers. That's right. Keep moving.
You know what? Yeah.
Except you. You stay.
Why is this? Are we really all blinded by nostalgia, or are sports games falling off a cliff in quality? Spoiler alert, it's not the first one. What makes a video game fun? More specifically, what makes a sports video game fun? Is it an actual progression and reward system to keep playing without spending money for in-game currency? Is it being able to fully customize your favorite teams and a whole entire league to your liking? Is it just the feeling of being immersed in a world of your favorite sport with actual images and likenesses of your favorite players? The answer for me is very simple. Just a game that I can play with my friends that I don't want to get off. Sports have always been a social thing for me growing up. Ever since I was a little kid, I was always playing a sport, whether that be football, basketball, or soccer. But I always was the best at one sport like everyone is. For me, that was baseball.
Gone forever, Aaron Hernandez.
I would talk the most shit to my friends about it. I would play it the most, and it's pretty much all I did growing up. When I wasn't at school and got done practice, what would I do? I would watch YouTube videos of MLB 2K12 and thought to myself, oh my god, I would do anything to get this game. But I didn't have an Xbox at the time, so I tried convincing my parents to buy me one, and they actually bought me one for my birthday, and I just remember the joy I felt. I got the new MLB 2K game with David Price on the cover, and you do not understand how much I played that game. Every day after school, I just went to my house and played MLB 2K13. But unfortunately, they discontinued the MLB 2K series, and I would not play a licensed MLB game on my Xbox until MLB The Show 22. One of the reasons I think that MLB 2K13 is such a special game to me is not that it's a good game, but that I had no other options. It was that or I couldn't play baseball at all. Oh, sorry, there was always RBI baseball. Ah, yes, options. No, not those options, these options. One of the main things absolutely killing the sports game industry is options for consumers. Monopolies run rampant in the sports gaming industry, which is evidently leading to absolutely no competition. So these companies can pretty much do whatever they want.
Last year's release of Madden NFL 23 was somehow more of a disaster than usual, with game-breaking glitches and bugs that were so bad, they led to public apologies from EA, discounts given to affected users, and a ton of bad press.
Because there is so much demand for sports games, but there is such little supply, it causes customers to be forced to play these new titles that have so many issues with them.
Do y'all know about input delay and latency? Well, you better get accustomed, because that's every single game in the park. Oh, you said you're gonna practice your jump shot in the Gatorade facilities? Have fun with that. Have fun with that. And the best part about it is that the input delay is inconsistent. I hope you like changing your jump shot timing every single shot.
I feel like this is slowly turning into an economics class with all these terms I'm throwing out, but anyways, what's the actual problem with all these new sports games? They can't be that bad, right?
NBA 2K24 is like a frustratingly talented superstar who falls short of delivering championships season after season. The excellent on-court gameplay bolsters significant depth with its dedication to looking, sounding, and feeling like a genuine NBA experience, but it's sidelined by heinous microtransactions that plague many of the most popular game modes.
Modern day sports games are an absolute joke to what they used to be, a complete shell of their former self. It's like watching your favorite player become washed. You know their potential to be a star, and it's just frustrating. The formula for a successful sports game is so simple, but yet these AAA studios couldn't give two because all they care about is the profit that these sports games make for the company. Yes, I understand that at the end of the day, it is a business, and a business should do whatever they can to make the most profit and market a product that maybe they are proud of, not a product that is an exact replica of the last year and you just up the microtransactions in the game. 2K, I caught you. I just want to put this in perspective for people to realize how messed up it really is that these AAA companies are making these games for little kids. They are promoting gambling to little children to get their mommy's credit card and spend hundreds, maybe even thousands, to get their favorite player, which eventually expires the next year because there's just gonna be a new game anyways. Pay to win games for little kids is probably the scummiest thing you can do, and yet these companies like EA and 2K can just easily get away with it because of the implication. The implication that you are going to buy it over and over again and spend so much money on microtransactions, it's actually embarrassing. The only reasons that you would buy it is because A, there are no other options, or B, you are just a casual gamer and don't know any better, because the marketing on these sports games are just insane. These games releases are shoved down your throat if you're watching your favorite sport, because it's obvious that these companies are gonna market a sports video game with people interested in the sport. EA and 2K are just trying to trap you every year into the same thing, and every year people fall for the same thing. The hype builds up for these games, the trailer drops, they add maybe one new feature that was in previous games, they claim everything that people do not like left the game, and these influencers try and convince you to buy it by giving their paid first impression of these games. These influencers are complete sellouts and are a big part of the problem. It does not matter what these influencers try to sell you, the underlying issues are still there. The company does not value your time and especially not your money. There's nothing creative about these games or unique or immersive at all. They're pay to win money grabs with nothing of substance. You have a better chance of winning money in the casino than actually pulling something out of packs in your favorite sports game. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing anyways, right? So what is the actual solution to the modern sports game era dilemma? Well, obviously people not buying these games is step one. Whatever you do, don't buy it. It's really that simple. If people stop buying these games, then these companies will slowly start to actually try and make a good game. But until then, if you buy these games, you are just making the problems worse. If you really want, you can just play the older versions of these games that you actually like. Playing old games with old rosters is something that is entertaining enough, and it's free because hey, you already own the game. Something that I would recommend is you can try and find indie games that put in double or triple the amount of effort that these AAA studio sports games do, and the games are actually fun. Playing something else is always a great option too. There are other games that exist rather than just the new FIFA or Madden, you know that, right? Anyways, give these little indie studios a chance. I promise you will not regret playing these games. I literally got addicted to Retro Bowl for multiple periods in my life I am not proud of. I would rather have a Retro Bowl addiction than a 2K addiction any day of the week. If you agree or disagree, comment below and subscribe, please. I just hit 2,000 subscribers. I can't thank you guys enough, and yes, goodbye.